Hey friends, it's Friday. That means it's time for the Friday Weekly Wrap-Up where we look at the week that was. But it's not just any Friday, is it? It's the last Friday of the year. This is the last Friday Weekly Wrap-Up we will do. And it's the second to last live stream that I am likely to do on this channel until 2024. Which I know, we always get into this whole big thing about the new year. We're really it's just tomorrow. See you next year, right? But I don't know. It feels big. It feels weird. Anyway, I'm Christiana Gaudet. I am your Tarot Fairy Godmother. I'm so happy to see all of you here today. Of course, special shout out and thank you to the members and the moderators. Thanks to the members who came to our members only live stream last night. If you're a member and you happen to miss it, I think the replay is probably worth a watch. There was enough fun stuff there that I think you'd enjoy it. All right. So what do we do on Friday? We do a card for the collective for the week that was. And since we did not do a 3-card weekly reading this week, we're just doing a card for the collective for the week that was. But here's what I think we should do today. Tell me what you think. I think we should do a card for the collective for the week that was and a card for the collective for the year that was. And I'll do the same thing for all of you. I'll do a card to wrap up your week and a card to wrap up your year. Fair? You like it? What do you think? Let's do it. All right. And Joanne Ellis, thank you so much. Thank goodness we got something to look forward to having your company today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate, I have so much gratitude for y'all, and I so appreciate your taking time out of your day to be here with us. So thank you so much. And if you haven't seen it, I did do sort of an end of the year announcement video. It's really short. It's only 4 minutes. It's up on the channel. Please watch it. And it explains sort of it gives you some information about StaarCon and just sort of how things are going to get weird here. Starting next week, going all the way through StaarCon, which is toward the end of January. And then how in February they're going to get not back to normal, but better than ever before. At least that's the plan. So your patience in January will be rewarded. That's the point. TH, you're so awesome. May I have a card or two? Yes, indeed, you can. Let's do this thing. All right, let me remember how to do this thing. There's card cam. There's my face, bigger than usual. Thank you, IT John. And you can see I have chosen that we shall be using for this most auspicious set of divinations, the big size Light Seers Tarot, because why not? Okay. All right. So starting with the collective, first of all, let's get shuffled. Man, y'all, I was scrolling TikTok as one does. And I saw this creator, and props to her, man. She is so viral. She's got so many followers, so many. But it was this whole, I saved it. I didn't have time to watch it. I have to go back and watch it, but I saved it because it was cringe right away for me. And it was about how you shouldn't shuffle your cards chaotically. And I'm like, good God, this woman probably hates me. Because I'm all for the chaotic shuffle because I believe that chaos and random are very, very closely aligned energies. And so I invite chaos and random into the reading because that's the only way the voice of the divine is going to come in as far as I'm concerned. Am I wrong? I don't know. There's some chaos for you right there. You tell me. I mean, there's no tarot police. People can do it any way they want. When someone's trying to be tarot police and she's like, don't come for me, I'm not gatekeeping. Yes, bitch, you are gatekeeping. Sorry, but you are. All right. Anyway, Ben, gotta love the TikTok tarot police, right? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, the TikTok tarot police. Oh, there would be a fun video. You just gave me an idea for what today's TikTok's going to look like. Claire C., you are correct. That makes sense. Good. Good. Thank you. All right, so for the collective, first of all, wrapping up the week for the collective, the Page of Wands. I love this. I feel like we communicated, we were creative, we had some fun. We're immature. Yeah, we know that. We know that about ourselves as a society. Some of us do. But we're communicative, we're spiritual, we're having fun. I mean, I love this. I hope you had this week. I did have this week, so I hope y'all did too. So now, wrapping up the year for the collective. What sort of year did the planet have? Huh! I love that. The world. I don't quite know what to say about that. Well, we had the year we had. We had exactly the year we needed to have. The entire world had the year we had, and it's coming to a completion, and we're still here. And I feel like, this is so profound. We could spend so much time talking about how interesting this card is for the collective end of year card for the entire planet. But hey, I guess we did it. I guess we're right where we need to be. Ben, my 2023 stalker card. There you go. There you go. And Justine, regarding the chaotic shuffling, it gives your card's character and connects you to your deck. Thank you. Why would anyone not want that? It's odd to me. I don't know why people like that go viral, man. That is the big question. Why do stupid people go viral? And smart people like me don't. What's up with that? Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. All right. Here we go. First request, Mixuir, Michelle in Toronto. So good to see you. Thanks for being here. Happy holidays to you. Wrapping up your week. The Three of Wands reversed. I feel like this was not the most awesome week ever. There may have been some things that didn't go the way you want, or there may be some way you're not feeling good about yourself or feeling good about where you're at or what's going on. So I'd love to turn that right side up for you. And wrapping up your year, the Page of Cups reversed. I think you spent a lot of time internal this year. I think you spent a lot of time thinking about what really matters, what doesn't matter, what is true, what's in my heart, how do I express my heart. And so I think because this really was an internal year and kind of hard in some ways, I feel like next year you're going to take what you learned and bring it forward. All right. Trey Cameron, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is your wrap-up card on the week. The Ten of Swords reversed. Well, it wasn't as bad as it could have been. I don't know what specifically is Ten of Swords-ing you, but whatever that is, it's reversed, so I hope it's going away. But, good job getting through the week. And when we look at wrapping up the year for you, the Seven of Swords, this has been a whole year of trying to figure out what is really true. What is true about you? What is true about life? What is the correct response to the absurdity of life? I think that's been your whole year. Tell me what you think. Liz Harrison, so good to see you. Glad you're here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Wrapping up your week. Justice, I think you did a good job taking care of yourself, taking care of others, handling situations, handling sticky situations very, very well. You did a great job this week. Now for the year, wrapping up your year, Eight of Pentacles reversed. This year for you was the year of no. No, that does not work. No, I cannot find my way to figure that out. I'm going to say no, and it's okay to say no. Well done. Janine Barnes, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's your wrap-up card. Wrapping up your week. This week may have been hard. You may not be feeling your best. You may not be your most patient right now. You may be dealing with a bunch. So you did a good job doing what you had to do this week, but I'm thinking it wasn't easy. And when we look at wrapping up your year, King of Wands, what a great job you did this year. Stepping into and showing up as a leader, as a creator, as a person with a sense of humor, as a person with some warmth. Very well done. Oh, Maria Baresi, I want to thank you so much for the very generous super sticker. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Melissa Grosso, so good to see you. You got your StaarCon ticket. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Grateful for the lessons, but happy to say goodbye to 2023. Fair enough. All right, so Melissa, wrapping up your week. The Three of Swords reversed. Big healing. Could have been big hurt, too. Big hurt, big healing. And if the hurt didn't happen this week, then the healing work you did was phenomenal. Well done. Well done. Wrapping up the year for you, Melissa. The King of Cups reversed. I think this was the year of really figuring out what is true about love in all its levels, not just romantic love, but that too. But what is true about all kinds of love, and how does that work, and what does it mean? And I think you spent a lot of time figuring out how to love yourself better, how to be in the spiritual energy of love, and what are the things you need to do to nurture all the types of love in your life. So I'm hoping that with that nurturance this year, that's what's coming to you in 2024. All right. Joanne Ellis, so nice to see you. Thank you so much for your kind words. Here is a card to wrap up your week. The Devil reversed. Either you did a good job not eating the Christmas cookies. I did not do a good job with that. Oh my gosh, I had been so good in the lead up to Christmas, and oh my gosh, I did not. So you might have done better than me. Or maybe it's something else. Maybe you let go of a toxic relationship. Maybe you're changing what you're saying to yourself. But one way or the other, this week, you did yourself a real favor and stayed away from something that could hurt you or released something that does not serve you. So well done. Now, Joanne. We already did Janine. Joanne Ellis. Wrapping up your 2023, the Knight of Wands reversed. I think this was a year of wishing you could do more than you could. I think there were a lot of limitations on you this year, and that was hard. But you dealt with the limitations the best way you could. And for that, you should be super proud of yourself. And as we move into a new year, let's remove blockages. Let's let go of things that limit you so that you can really dive into and move forward with the things that matter to you. All right, Smile Soul 20, yours is the next request that I see. Thanks for being a member. Here's a card to wrap up the week, and then we'll also do a card to wrap up the year. Smile Soul 20, starting with the weekly wrap-up, Magician reversed. Blah, blah, blah. I feel like this week was not the best, not the worst, not the most interesting. I feel like, it is Mercury retrograde, and Magician reversed is the card of Mercury retrograde. So there may have been some bad communication, poor communication that might have been difficult, but nothing terrible. Wrapping up the year, Ace of Pentacles, you did a good job this year. You did a good job staying strong at work and impressing people at work so that you will be moving forward in the next year. I really believe that. You also did a good job taking care of yourself, taking care of your finances, even when it was not easy. So very well done this year. Justine, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. We appreciate you. Looking forward to seeing you at StaarCon. All right. So, for you, Justine, wrapping up the week, 8 of Cups. I think you did a good job this week, just sort of backing away from anything that didn't feel like you wanted to deal with it. I really feel like you are finding your healing and figuring some things out, so you did a good job this week. When we look at the year, interesting. I really see this as a year of you figuring out what is true and what is not true, what belongs in your life and what does not belong in your life. And you're still feeling confused about that because there's a lot of ways I think that you haven't found these answers. But this is a year where you really started asking these questions. And as you go into the new year, it's okay to keep asking those questions until you get the answers you're looking for. I see you, Maria. No problem. No problem. I will make sure everyone gets read. Asking twice is better than not asking at all. Oh, Joanne, that's beautiful. I've stopped being a victim and brought in gratitude to raise my frequency. Yeah, that works. That works. Febborn, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Okay. Wrapping up your week. The High Priestess reversed. There were some things this week that tried to steal your peace. I don't know if that's external or internal, but it may have felt a little out of balance and not the best, but it's okay. Wrapping up your year, the 8 of Swords. This has been the year of you fully and for the first time confronting the limitations that were given you and that you've lived with through no fault of your own and figuring out what to do about it. Well done. Christina R., so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Okay, we're doing you, Karen W., and Kimmy. And Karen W. is a member here and will be a speaker at StaarCon. All right. So, Christina R., wrapping up the week. 4 of Wands reversed. I mean, I'm sure there were some great holiday moments, you know, but also some things that really feel, oh my gosh, excuse me 1 minute, Christina R. I just have to acknowledge this or you're going to think I'm laughing at you. Febborn, sister in town. Oh my gosh. Sorry, didn't mean to call your sister a bee, but she kind of showed up that way. Ooh, so sorry. All right, moving on. It's hard when tarot calls things out and you don't realize tarot's calling things out, but tarot calls things out. All right. All right. Please excuse me, Christina R. Your week is frustrating, and I think it was frustrating for a lot of the reasons we know it to be frustrating, but that doesn't mean it wasn't good. And when we look at wrapping up your year, 6 of Cups, Christina, as hard as it has been, this year, you are moving forward doing the thing that, you know, y'all know me. You know how much I hate to use destiny words. Finding your destiny, what you're meant to do. I feel like people in my profession use those words to rip people off. So I don't like to use them. So when I do, it is freaking powerful. So Christina, I want you to hear this because here's the power. This year, you spent your year boldly, difficultly, that's not really a word, boldly dealing with the difficulties in order to do the thing that you have always been meant to do, in order to do the thing that you're on the planet to do, in order to do the thing that you are deeply called to do. You moved yourself forward. It has not been easy at all, but do not doubt that you are on your right path and have been this whole damn year. All right. All right. Karen W., thanks so much for being a member here. I can't wait to see you at StaarCon in person. So excited. Oh, folks who are coming to StaarCon in person, even if you have a room booked and want to cancel it or whatever, we've got someone. In fact, it's Kimmy. Kimmy here needs a roommate. She's got a double room booked, but she can't really come without a roommate. So she'll just be virtual. If she doesn't have a roommate, that's why we're virtual. It's okay. But she'd like to come. And so if there is someone who's planning on coming, even if you've already booked a room, we can cancel those. If you'd like to save some money, the rooms are big, the rooms are nice. If you'd like to save some money and you're comfortable having a roommate, reach out to me. I'll hook you up with Kimmy. You can talk about it. That's an option. So just saying to anyone who's going to be at StaarCon and wouldn't mind saving a little money and having a roommate. So there's that. All right. So now that we did all that, let's do Karen W. Sorry, Karen. Here we go. Karen, wrapping up your week, you did a good job. You made a really nice holiday for everybody, and whatever else you got going on, you're doing a great job. Very, very, very well done. Okay, so we got that. That's great. All right. What's next? Karen W., wrapping up your year. You have really done a good job leading with love this year, even when it wasn't easy. You have done a good job moving yourself forward, moving other people forward, being part of your family moving forward. It has been frustrating in certain moments, but you've always done it with love. Very well done. And Kimmy, that makes me think y'all are still together for the holiday, which makes me happy. I don't know that that's true, but, you know, in my imagination mind, that's what's happening. All right, Kimmy, wrapping up your week. The High Priestess reverse. There's something going on that you're feeling guilty about, that something happened this week that maybe you feel like you didn't handle it the best way, or you wish you had handled it differently, or something. So Kimmy, like, I feel like you're being hard on yourself and you need to not be. That's the thing. Now, wrapping up the year for you, Kimmy. The Five of Pentacles, this has not been an easy year. This whole year, you've been feeling like you're a day late and a dollar short, that you never in the same moment have the time, the money, the energy that you need to do what you need to do. Tough year, and yet you're still here and you're still doing the thing. You know, and maybe there was something you had hoped would happen this year that has not happened. And that's hard. But acknowledge it, deal with it, and go into the new year proud of your survivorship and ready to acknowledge and deal with whatever it is you need to acknowledge and deal with. It's okay. It'll be okay. Ah, Ness, good to see you. Yes, we're doing 2 cards today, wrapping up the week and wrapping up the year, because why not? Why not? So, where was I? Ah, there we go. Teresa, you're up next. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. Here is a wrap-up card. The Page of Swords reversed. This is wrapping up your week, Teresa. Did you not have to do school this week? Like, I just feel like for a week, maybe you could just be quiet. And maybe maybe it was not the easiest. Maybe it was hard. But I feel like there's a quiet here that is necessary for you right now. You know, the holiday season is hard when you've had loss. And I think that's part of what we're dealing with here. But the quiet is not a bad thing. I'm feeling like Depeche Mode here. Enjoy the silence. All right. Now, wrapping up the year for you, Teresa. Knight of Pentacles reversed. So here's the thing. You drug yourself kicking and screaming through this whole dang year. Because what did you spend this year doing mostly? Going to school, preparing yourself for a career. Something that you have, you've had so many people in your life, important people, who did not help you believe in yourself, who did the opposite of that, who helped you to not believe in yourself. And so this year you had to believe in yourself, and it's hard because your training is not to believe in yourself. And yet, despite your best efforts and to your complete surprise, you got through it and you're successful. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And so maybe, just maybe, as we go into this new year, you can start believing in yourself just a little more. Ness, I'm so sorry. You were working on your journal setup and missed one of the most fun gatherings of the year. I am so sorry. I love Depeche Mode. What are you talking about? Both Sarah and Justine. Okay, Sarah gave me cool points. 500 of them. I have 500 cool points for quoting Depeche Mode. And Justine says, I love TFGM in Depeche Mode. Oh, that's fun. Good. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I was alive in the 80s. I was indeed. And yes, was I a huge Depeche Mode fan in the 80s? I was not. Am I now, retrospectively? Absolutely yes. Who did I listen to in the 80s? I mean, that was the big, great tour with the Grateful Dead time, but that's the latter half of the 80s. The earlier half of the 80s, Talking Heads, big time. Big time. Shriekback, big time. And I liked some of the pop stuff. I liked what U2 was doing then. I liked what Yes was doing then. Why did I just call U2 and Yes pop? Well, they kind of were at that point. But also big country. Loved that. Loved the Thompson Twins. Saw them in concert. Yes, indeed. I went to a Thompson Twins concert. This is my confession to you. All right, back to work. Here we go. Oh, Ness. Thanks to COVID, my friend gave me his Depeche Mode ticket a few years ago. It was amazing. That's so good. That's so good. It was my top 3 amazing concerts. Jethro Tull. Oh my gosh. Ness, you and I have something in common, like Jethro Tull. Oh, okay, yes, and in the 80s, Jethro Tull won a Grammy for Best Metal Album. Oh my gosh, they beat Guns N' Roses for Best Metal Album. Can you believe that? But Jethro Tull was always and always has been my first favorite band. My son's name is Ian, after Ian Anderson. Yeah, I didn't know we had this in common. That's so good. Sarah, well, they were popular, so I'll say it's pop, right? Oh, and Prince. Let's not forget Prince. Prince dominated the 80s, as he should have, right? So lots of good things. Lots of good music then. Justine, kudos for being honest about it. So are we laughing at my love of the Thompson Twins? I love all music. Like, I cannot be embarrassed by the music I love. Do I love Britney Spears? Absolutely yes. Do I love anything that could have been labeled bubblegum? So much so. Do I still listen to the Partridge Family? Of course, who doesn't? Well, okay, we really are going back to work now. All right, Sarah just got back from Ohio. Yes, we missed you too. The next request is Betty Flesher. Betty, thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. We appreciate you. Here is a card for you. 8 of Wands. This week flew by for you. You must have talked to a lot of people. You must have been very busy. I wonder if you did a lot of holiday things. But a very, very busy week for you that I think went very well, Betty. Now, wrapping up your year. 3 of Wands. Upright, my girl. Yeah, you did it. What a good job. I think this year you can really look back and say you did a good job, and you did a good job knowing that you did a good job, because you're a person who can be a little bit self-deprecating, where you don't always trust yourself or believe in yourself. But I think you know you did a good job in a lot of ways this year. Looking forward to seeing you at StaarCon. Ben, Libra does tarot. Looking forward to seeing you at StaarCon. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Here is a wrap-up card for you. The 4 of Cups reversed. So this week, things did not go perfectly, but you did a good job making the best of it. So good job on Zero Grinch. Well done. Zero Grinch was my thing this year, but it looks like you picked up on it. Well done making the best of some difficult things. Now, for you, Ben, wrapping up the year. Two of Wands. What a good job you did this year considering the possibilities. Thinking outside the box. Thinking beyond the limitations you had set for yourself. Very, very well done. All right. Michelle F., so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Give me just 1 second. I just over-scrolled. There we go. Here we go. Michelle F., wrapping up your week. 10 of Pentacles reversed. I'm wondering if something did not go well regarding a family situation. Was there an argument? Was someone sick? Did someone miss a flight? Or something about the household. Did something break? Was there a plumbing issue? I feel like there was something this week that was a little difficult. Not terrible, but a little difficult. Whatever it is, you got through it, so well done. Now, wrapping up your year, the Queen of Pentacles. What a good job you did this year. You did a good job nurturing every single thing that needed to be nurtured personally and professionally. Pat yourself on the back and get ready to do it again next year. Okay, Nalini Kalu, it's so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Here is a wrap-up card for you. The Four of Wands reversed. This may have been a tough week for you. It may have felt a little depressing. It may have felt not good for some reasons. You did a good job getting through it, and it's perfectly okay. Perfectly okay. Now, Nalini, wrapping up your year. The Lovers, what a good job you did this year figuring out who you are and learning how to love yourself. And from there, every good thing will come for you. So very well done getting through a difficult year in the best way possible, learning the most important lessons. Well done. Oh, Ben, thank you so much. Not only for being a member, but for the generous super chat. Really appreciate that. Thanks for a great 2023 of Tarot and Community. Bring on StaarCon 2024. There we go. Yes. Yes, yes. All right. Adrienne, good to see you. Was yesterday your birthday? You've had a birthday recently, so happy birthday to you. All right. Tortoiseshell Moon, Kathy, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. A wrap-up card for the last week of the year. Yes, indeed. The World. This was also the wrap-up card for the World, so that's kind of fun for the collective on the year. So for the last week, the World for the last week, whatever it is you had to get done this week, it seems significant and you did it. I think this week you can look back on this week and feel like you did all the things and you did all the things well. So that's great. That's great. And when we look at the year, closing up the year, wrapping up the year for you, Tortoiseshell Moon, Three of Cups, I think you did a good job having good friends, being kind to others, enjoying things. Maybe there was some music this year, maybe gathering with friends. So I feel like you had a good year, remembering that you have good people around you, cultivating good relationships, and remembering that you are loved. So what better way to go into a new year than that? Autumn Pond, I want to say thank you so much for not only being a member and being here today, but for the generous super chat. Really appreciate that. Thank you. All right, Diana Price, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. 10 of Wands, huh? All right, well, let's see what comes up. Looking first at wrapping up the week. Actually, the Hierophant, Diana. I think you did better than you realized. I think you did a very good job this year, growing, learning, putting yourself in the position of authority that you need to be in. Well, I just said year, and I think you did do this year, but somehow you did it this week too. Somehow this week you honored your knowledge and your authority this week, which is good. Now, what about the year? What about the year for you, Diana? The Magician reversed. So, a year of great ideas and difficulty in execution. Could be a lifetime of that up till now recently, really. But here's the thing, those ideas are good, and whatever hasn't gotten executed will get executed. I think you feel like you wish you had been able to get more done, but I think you need to recognize that you are off to a brilliant start. And that's really what 2023 was for you, a brilliant start on what comes next. Oh, Sarah, did I skip your card? After all that Depeche Mode conversation, I skipped your card? Oh my gosh, do I suck. Okay, I'm doing you right now. You're here. And anyone else, it's never my intention to skip someone unless they're obviously ridiculous. And you know what I mean by obviously ridiculous, right? It's none of you. So I never intend to skip someone. And so if I do as Sarah did, and just let me know. All right, Sarah, wrapping up your cold week in Ohio. Yeah, Page of Pentacles reversed. You did the best you could with that. I think you really are a warm weather person. I do. And I wonder if you had time off this week. It feels like you actually may have had some chance to rest, and that might have felt good as well. Now, wrapping up the year, this has been such a significant year for you. And what a good job you did. Queen of Pentacles, moving into a new house, planning your wedding, doing all of the things, moving forward in all of the ways. You did a great job. You're the second person to get this for the year. You did a great job nurturing everything you needed to nurture this year. Very well done and very good going forward. Diana, remember I didn't get my disability until July. That's perfect. Right. That's perfect for Magician Reversed. You got it. It was a little late. Right. Ready to rock 2024. It's perfect. That makes sense. Thank you. Thanks for helping me understand that. Adrija Roy, so good to see you. Are you in Seattle right now, I wonder? So curious and interesting. How has this week been for you? You know, death reversed. I feel like this week, maybe you've spent time with people you've known for a long time and feel really comfortable with. Maybe you've met new friends, but you feel really comfortable with them. But there is something in death reverse that has a comfort, like this is what I expect. This is good. So, but it can also be things that you expect that are like, oh, this again? I don't like this. So I feel like this week was filled of what you expected, but I'm not sure how much was good and how much was not good. Could be a little of both. Looking at this year, wrapping up this year, Adrija, 5 of Cups reversed. This year, you had to make the best of some difficult situations, and you did a good job doing that. And that positivity carries you through. Keep that positivity. That's going to pay off going forward. Oh, Sarah, thank you. Feels like a pretty decent year and moving into 2024 on the right foot. You know it. You know it. Absolutely. Martha Vink, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Here is a card for you. Wrapping up your week, the Empress reversed. I mean, I think your concern in a lot of ways has been first and foremost for your mother. Make sense? I also think there are ways that you have not felt as loved and nurtured as you've wanted to, and that's been hard. But you're getting through it and you're doing what you need to do. And that's, that's what it is. That's what it is. And when we look at the year, wrapping up the year, the sun, although this was a year that marked a tragic loss, overall, I think this has been a year of you finding the importance of your own happiness, that you're allowed to want to be happy, that you're allowed to be happy, that you're allowed sometimes to say no to things that don't make you happy and things that say yes, and say yes to things that do make you happy. So I think this has been a year of learning to give yourself permission to cultivate happiness. I'm not saying you're there yet, but you're learning to give yourself permission. So, hey, it's good. Oh, Diana, and thank you for being a member, Diana. We appreciate you. This week I've been brainstorming ideas and came up with a couple of ideas for books I've never seen. One involving astrology and a section of tarot. That's fabulous. Fabulous. Ashley, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a card to wrap up your week. The Nine of Wands, probably not the easiest week. There may be a lot you're needing to attend to. There may be some things that are not falling into place the way you wanted them to. So not the easiest week, and that's okay. That's okay. But you hung in there and you did the best you could, which is fabulous. And when we wrap up the year, King of Swords reversed. This has been a whole year of you figuring out what is really true and what is not really true. What is true about yourself? What is true about the world? What is true about what you want? And I think you have believed other things and now are figuring out what is really true. And so you've been on that search for truth that I think continues into the new year, which is good. We need that. Christine Hallowell, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a card for the weekly wrap-up. I think you did a good job this week. Whatever you did, whatever happened, you did well. You did well. It went well. Excuse me. You did well. It went well. I feel great for this week. I think you did a good job this week. For the year, wrapping up the year, the Seven of Pentacles reversed. This has not been the easiest year. And I feel like you're still coming to terms with what worked, what didn't work, what you bring forward, what you don't bring forward. I think you're still figuring that out, and that's okay. Some of the things you've been working on in 2023, you'll continue to work on in 2024, and that's okay. Some of the things you worked on in 2023, you're going to say, yeah, no, we're going to do something different in 2024. That's okay, too. Kim K, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Glad you're here. You had 2 requests. That's how loved you are. So wrapping up the week, 5 of Cups reversed. You had to make the best of some difficult situations. That could be family situations, other things as well. But you did a good job being positive and staying positive. Wrapping up the year for you, Kim, the Empress reversed. This has been a hard year for a lot of reasons. And I think at the end of this year, I think what you're experiencing really is spiritual. Being connected to those in spirit, allowing them to heal, allowing them to guide you. And I think that things changed so much for you this year. Like this was a year of huge change. And so 2024 can be whatever the heck you want it to be, having gone through all of this. Does that make sense? Claire C., so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Looking forward to seeing you at StaarCon. Here is a card for you. You had a good week doing what you wanted to do, taking care of stuff, being successful, whatever it was. Maybe you gave really great gifts. One way or the other, you did a great job. And for the year, ooh, that's really auspicious. This card came up for you last night as well. I think about 2024, advice for 2024. It was also the collective card for the wrap-up for the year. So this is super auspicious for you, Claire. 2023, you did everything you needed to do and you took care of everything just right. You should feel really, really good about that. Linda Armstrong, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. Glad you're here. The next request I see is Peggy Lou. So good to see you last night. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Right, Claire, you had a blast, for sure. May 2024 be the same. All right, Peggy Lou, wrapping up the week. Eight of Wands reversed. You felt kind of stuck this week. It's not been the easiest week. You've been stuck in some circumstances and it hasn't felt great. Wrapping up the year, Two of Pentacles reversed. There has been a sense throughout the year of like never quite having everything you need. Not enough money or not enough time or not enough well-being or not enough support. Never quite having what you need. Let's let 2024 be the year of having what you need. All right, Linda Armstrong, here's your request. Once again, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Here we go. Wrapping up the week for you, Linda. The King of Swords reversed. So at least one person did not listen to you the way they should and suffered the consequences, it might appear. One way or the other, there really is this sense of either poor communication or people not listening, and that could have been frustrating this week for sure. When we wrap up the year for you, Linda, this has been a year with the Seven of Wands reversed. This has been a year of you finding out just how much support you have and how many good people you have around you. So well done on that. Vaishali, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Wrapping up your week. The Two of Swords reversed. There was something that had you unsettled this week. It feels like you've got some big decisions to make. So be at peace if you can be. Make the decisions when you need to, but we understand that you might have been jumping out of your skin a little bit this week. Looking at this year, Five of Pentacles, you're the second person to get this. This has not been the easiest year. You have not felt your best, whether that was financial or emotional, or like you have not felt like you have what you need in your life this year. And so think about like, what are the missing pieces and what are you going to do to get them in 2024? Let the missing pieces of 2023 be the magical manifestation of 2024. Oh, Linda, so good to see you. Thank you. All right. Who is next? DH, thanks for being here. We appreciate you. Thanks for being a member. It was nice to see you last night. A card to wrap up your week. Three of Wands, you had a great week. Whatever you did it well, seems successful, seems good, feels great. Wrapping up your year, the Five of Swords reversed. This was the year of solving problems, collaborating, figuring things out. Not the easiest or most fun thing, but boy, did you do a good job. Very, very well done. Very well done. I think you're setting yourself up for a good year in 2024. Oh, Christine, thank you. Yes, this past week did go well. It's nice to have her daughter home from college, spending time with her, getting clarity on what to bring forward. That's perfect. I love that. All right, Maria, here we go. And we'll do you and we'll do Anthony as well. And Maria, thank you again for that generous super sticker. Really appreciate it. Okay, so wrapping up you, Maria, wrapping up your week. The High Priestess reverse. Something made you feel bad or guilty or out of balance or not good this week. And whatever it is, you need to do some self-care and recognize you're doing great. You are doing great. You are doing the best that you can. And that's damn good enough. And you need to know that. So if you're being hard on yourself, you need to stop. Now, wrapping up the year, the Empress reversed. This has been a tough year because you've really been unseated from the life you knew and have been in like different places doing different things. And it does feel like there are some family issues here as well over the course of this year. And isn't it interesting? I feel like your sister got this card too. Am I wrong about that? I could be wrong. I don't know, but I think maybe. Anyway, not the easiest year, but what the message for all of this is, Maria, you've done a fabulous job nurturing yourself and nurturing the people around you. And all of that is going to pay off. Just don't give up. Keep going, keep going, keep going. You are moving forward to where you need to be. Seriously. Now for Anthony. Wrapping up Anthony's week. Five of Swords reversed. There had to be some compromise. Not your favorite, I know, but it's okay. You did a good job. Well done. And wrapping up the year, Chariot reversed. It's been a hard year because there's been a lot of forward motion, but then when things move forward, there's something that happens where you're like, well, gee, I don't know if this is really where I want to go. I feel like you're still figuring out where you want to go, which is just fine. Everything that you do, you collect knowledge, you collect experience. It's all good. I think 2024 can be a year where you get more clear on direction. Oh, Angelic Michelle, I appreciate you. I saw that email. I filed it away. I must take care of that because I have to go get the information. I don't have it on hand. And promptly forgot. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, I will be looking for it. Yes, 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 yes. What I have to do is reach out to my friend Marion Kirk, who knows the answer. So I will do so. And thank you for being here. I appreciate you. All right. Selma, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a card to wrap up your week. Oh, Angelic Michelle, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. All right, here we go. Selma, wrapping up your week. I think this week you did a good job maybe thinking about what comes next, making some plans, thinking about what you want to do, and that's great. I think you've got some great ideas, and this will move you forward. Now, wrapping up the year for you, Selma, the Star reversed. It was okay. It was good. I think there was some healing. I think there was some satisfaction, but not as much as you would have wanted or hoped for. But 2023, I think, will bring that in. Jackie Masters, my fellow my fellow Tower Year person. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Thanks for using members only emojis and looking forward to seeing you at StaarCon. Here we go. For the week, Five of Swords reversed. A lot of careful communication, some collaboration, some compromise. Not the easiest, but you did a good job. For the year, the Sun. I actually think this has been a good year for you. I think you've done a lot of learning, a lot of growth, and I think you're finding your power, and that's good to see. And maybe even your happiness. Baby Cakes, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for those clovers. 4-leaf clovers and 3-leaf clovers. That's fun. A card to wrap up the week. Okay. I'm not sure if this is like not the easiest week or if this is, oh, you had a real breakthrough this week that could be a good idea, or both. I'm going with both. Okay. Could have been just some weird shit happened too this week. Could be that. Could be all three things. And wrapping up your year, the Hierophant. I think it's great that we had two major arcana cards here. And I think it makes an awful lot of sense too. Because while, yes, there is difficulty here, there is also strength. And with this year, I think you've really figured out your, like some of your superpowers, some of your authority, some of your ability. And I think you're clear on what you're working to create for yourself, or at least of the many things you might have, the things you would like to create in your life. And I think you are, this year, believe it or not, you did a good job setting the stage to bring all of that to yourself in 2024. So there you go. Cassandra, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Oh, Melissa, the truth of this makes me teary-eyed. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. All right, Cassandra, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. For you and Raquel. Most certainly, yes. Starting with you, Cassandra, wrapping up the week. I think it was a good week. I think you had some nice communication. I think you did some new things. I think it was refreshing and fun. Feels good. Wrapping up the year, 5 of Wands, not the easiest year for all of the reasons we understand. And I think you still have some conflicts around how the next year is going to go, because you've got some circumstances that are not the easiest. And so creative solutions is what we're all about. All right. Now, Raquel. Raquel, wrapping up the week, the 7 of Cups reversed. I think you did a good job being very realistic. When maybe others wanted you to be more fanciful, I think you were more realistic, and that was good. Wrapping up the year, Judgment reversed. You dealt with a lot of major concepts and ideas this year that I think you're still mulling over, and that is to your benefit. All right, Mediha Ness, thank you for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Thanks for using members-only emojis. All right. Okay, here we are. So Ness, wrapping up the week. The Wheel of Fortune reversed. Well, I guess if it could have gone wrong, it probably did go wrong. But I guess you made the best of it anyway, and that's okay. Not the easiest week, but it's all right. And honestly, this could really be you still in shock and grief from the loss of your friend, which is totally understanding. Totally understandable, right? It's been hard. But wrapping up the whole year, Ness, the 10 of Wands. Oh, it's been hard. This has been a hard year. I'm sorry. You've carried a lot. You've done a lot. Now, you've accomplished a lot. There's a lot to be proud of, and you're still standing. That's going to be your song, your theme song. Closing this year is Elton John's I'm Still Standing. Seriously. But go into this new year ready for the new year to be a bit less burdensome. Oh, Jackie, that's fabulous. Good to see you say that. All right. Autumn Pond, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. I'm so happy to be your fairy card mother. And thank you very much for the generous super chat as well. All right, here we go. Here we go. Wrapping up the week for Autumn Pond, 3 of Cups. I think you had a fun week. Spent some time with friends. Maybe there was some music, maybe some other fun things. I think it was a fun, social, enjoyable week, just as it should be. And wrapping up the year for you, the Wheel of Fortune reversed, not the easiest year. You had to deal with some misfortunes, either internal or external, but you did it, and the wheel is still turning, so on to better times. Audrey, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. And happy birthday. That's so great. Wrapping up your week, Audrey. The Knight of Swords reversed. There could be like a lack of communication issue, like someone you would have really wanted to speak with and were not able to, and that might have colored the week a little bit for you. So that's hard. It could also be that some things you thought would happen more quickly happen more slowly, and that can be hard too. Wrapping up the year, Audrey, this has been a good year. The sun has shone upon you here in Florida this year. You have learned, you have grown, you've had some fun, you've made some friends. I think it's been a good year. All right. Just scrolling through. Okay. From my perspective, I've gotten to everyone. If I accidentally skipped you, I'm so sorry. Please do reiterate. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I will be back tomorrow with your Saturday Psychic Sampler. That will be my last live of 2023. Will be tomorrow, 12:30 Eastern Time, so please do join us if you can. And Global Tarot Circle happens, I think next week or the week after. I think it's the week after. So we'll be doing that. But, you know, the important thing to think about is StaarCon. And specifically, what are you going to do? Are you going to get the $10 virtual ticket? That's great. Are you going to get a day virtual ticket? Are you going to get a whole virtual ticket? Are you going to come in person for a day, 2 days, 3 days? Do you need a hotel? The room block is closed, but we still have things we can do. So reach out, let me know if you need help trying to figure out how to make all this work. Reach out, because everybody got to be doing something about StaarCon. Will we have a whole year of great free classes here on YouTube? Yes, we will. But we'll also have a whole year of just almost free classes on StaarCon. So, you know, on Excel events. So you're going to want to do that, and you're going to want to come to the conference to some extent or another, whether it's for a couple of classes or a whole weekend. All right, my friends, I really appreciate all of you. Thank you so much to the people who helped out with super chats and super stickers. Thank you to the members and the moderators. Thank you, everyone. Look forward to seeing you soon. I'll be back tomorrow. And I am available for readings. I do work right through, you know, am I working for the whole weekend? Probably not, but that is largely determined by you. So book a reading. There are links in the description to do all the good things. Take good care. Thank you so much.